Oh, hi, my old friend.
Hi there, how are you?
It's the third time I meet you this year, right?
About that, yes. About
Right.
the third time.
So far, so good. I hear you just finished a new book.
I've just finished a new book. I've just released a new book on
Right,
the 31st of January.
right.
And the book is called Exodus of Evil.
Oh. My favorite book is science fiction, so that's a science fiction book.
It's actually science fiction horror.
Oh, right.
So it's about a huge spaceship. It's
Wow.
science fiction, but there are also parts of it that you could describe as horror.
Oh, right.
Scary,
Yes,
scary stuff.
right. So?
Um, it's basically a story about a generation ship.
Oh,
It's set in the future,
right,
about 50 years from now.
right.
The world is polluted, global warming is out of control, and so a giant corporation builds a huge spaceship, fills it up with plants, trees and animals, and humans, sends it out into space
Oh, right.
to fly towards the nearest habitable planet, which happens to be Proxima B.
Alpha Centauri.
It's near Alpha Centauri, yes.
Oh, right.
But things don't go to plan. Human beings are on board the ship,
Oh,
and wherever human beings are, there's trouble.
wow.
So things go wrong. That's the general premise.
I hope soon to be right again.
It's a trilogy. There are 3 books. I've just released book number 1. Book number 2 will be released at the end of this month, the end of March.
Yeah.
And then book number 3 will become available at the end of April. Book number 1 is free.
Oh,
Book number 1 is the hook,
yeah.
the free hook,
Right.
to get you hooked on the story, hopefully. And the book has been a long time in the making. I wrote the first draft of this book in 2011.
Wow.
How many years ago is that? About 13 years or something.
Yeah, right.
So you could say it's 13 years in the making.
Yeah.
I actually published this book before, first book I ever published, but my writing style has developed now and changed, and I reread the book a few months ago and I just decided it wasn't ready.
Right.
So I unpublished it. I've rewritten the whole entire thing, chopped it up into a 3-part trilogy, and now I'm republishing it.
Yeah, right.
So
I want to have a free version, please.
you can have a free version, sure. Book number 1 is free anyway.
Yeah, I need
So-
all free for me.
Well, seeing how it's you, I'll give you all 3 books for free. How about that?
Exactly.
Is that
So
generous
good.
enough?
Yeah, that's so good.
Yeah.
So kind. Thank you.
Hopefully you'll like it. It's not for everyone's taste. My books tend to be quite edgy.
That will be interesting also, I guess.
I've already offended certain people with book number 1. Book number 1 has, I noticed the other day, I was looking at some of the reviews for it,
Yeah, right.
and I've got a couple of 1-star reviews by people who were offended by the violence and the sex and violence in book number 1. So it's not for everyone.
Oh,
It's not to everyone's taste, but I don't set out to write books that are for everyone. I write books for a kind of niche market. Science fiction horror, a little bit of noir, and plenty of shocking scenes that are bound to upset certain people.
I hope can see it in the cinemas soon as possible.
Well, that'd be very nice. That'd be very nice if a certain film director could take it on. It's no easy feat, though. Maybe I should head over to the Hollywood Film Festival.
James Cameron.
Maybe I should type up a screenplay.
Right?
I need a screenplay for that.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't written up a screenplay, but I could do. It'd be quite an expensive film to make, though.
Oh, sure.
It's like a big, space opera thing. So it wouldn't be cheap to make.
Oh yeah.
I'd have to be very persuasive to the right people.
I'm waiting for read this book as soon as possible.
Give it a read. I'd like to know what you think of it. Yeah.
Thanks.
So it's available on Amazon.
Oh,
In fact, it's available everywhere. I've gone broad. It's available on Amazon, Kobo, Barnes and Noble, all the rest of the online marketplaces. It's available everywhere that books are sold.
oh,
Yeah. Book number 1 is free. Book number 2 is very cheap as well, just about $2 or so. So it won't break the bank.
number 2 also free for me.
Okay, well, yeah.
Thank you. Just
1, 2, and 3 are free for you.
yeah. Thanks for the kindness.
Yeah. So when are you going to read it?
Well, maybe as soon as possible.
Yeah? Today?
Oh yeah, today, tonight after you go back home.
Okay. Okay, great. Great. So thanks for the interview,
Oh yeah.
and I hope you enjoy the book.
I will. Please send me link.
Okay. Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.